Message received December 18, 2021. As I was in prayer today, I again asked Yeshua to give me deeper insight, revelation and understanding as to his journey here and how it relates to our journey, and how we have the way made to live a glorified life here, while still in this realm. I have prayed for years to be taken in the Spirit during the time he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, and walk with him, having him share more of what it was like as he willingly walked the road of Calvary, leading up to his resurrection and ascension. This is what he shared today with me, and my prayer is that it greatly blesses you in this season, his season of light and the season of his imminent return. Come and walk with me, my little one. Come close and understand the deeper things of my heart. It is my desire that many would be surrendered, that many would indeed come and drink deeply of me, reflecting and meditating on my journey, as I incarnated into this realm, taking on a garment of flesh. I wish all would accept my free gift and allow me to reside within them. Perfect divinity and creator of all, freely taking upon myself this garment of flesh, having entered a cursed realm to be the example of unconditional love embodied, to make a way, where otherwise there would be none, for all who accept me as their Messiah and King in order to enter into eternity with us. After I was tormented, beaten, spit upon and given my cross, I knew a sorrow that I had not experienced before while in the flesh. While here, I was always able to see the condition of the hearts and motives of men, and that day, I saw each soul around me and what they experienced as well, as I labored to carry my burden. I chose freely to carry this burden, the sin of the world, for all who would call upon my name to be saved, and there was nothing that could stop me from allowing my sacrifice to be the only way a soul could be saved from eternal darkness. For you see, you were known even before you came here, and your purpose was in my heart before you arrived. I knew you and I have always loved you. The Great War began long before the souls of men were sent here. In my infinite wisdom, I created a design that would allow all an opportunity to choose life, all those made in my image and likeness, all those who were given my spirit, so that none would be lost. I have spoken to you many times about the importance of having intimacy with me, that you would know your purpose here, that you would fulfill all that you came to do. In my design, however, taught in my word, you know that there are those destined as vessels for righteousness and honor, and those who were purposed for dishonor, a mystery revealed to those who seek wisdom. The battle between the two, the honorable and the dishonorable, is what has been taking place since the rebellion. As I carried the weight of the sin of the world for all souls for all time, I saw those who truly cared for me, those whose hearts were broken at what was taking place, those who truly loved me. I also saw the ones in the windows, who closed their window coverings, those in doorways who quickly closed their doors, so they didn't have to see me passing by as I headed toward my destiny. Some who walked with me before, calling themselves my disciples, suddenly didn't want any part of my suffering. Is this not like what I see today? My heart searches the souls of men, looking for those who love me, those who would give me comfort, those who would be loyal to me, no matter the cost, and I find few. But I do have a remnant. But then, there are those who close the windows and doors to their heart, lukewarm, stagnant, even hard-hearted, not wanting to accept what is happening now, ignoring the season they are in, although it is staring them in the face. Just like then, my presence is not invited by most, my company not truly sought. However, this time, this moment of now is unique to all other moments in history, as it is the very moment before I join my bride and glorify her as I was glorified. It is undeniable and more recognizable than anything else that exists, the truth of what is now here and being fulfilled with great speed and intensity. And just as I have allowed great evil to run its course for my ordained purposes then, so too now, am I allowing evil to appear as if it is in control. This is far from the truth. What is about to take place will dispel all deception and reveal evil for what it is. Back on my walk to Calvary then, I saw the great evil beings and hordes of demons manifesting through those who hated me, those who cursed me, those who couldn't wait to see my physical death, believing it was a victory for them. At the same time, I saw many many of the angels being held back, as they too had great sorrow at what must occur for my word to be fulfilled. Is this not similar to what you are seeing now? Good being called evil, and evil labeled as good. I know this evil you see now is heartbreaking for those who are walking with me, but it is part of my greater plan. I watched as heaven mourned the only Son of the Father being rejected and given over to die. I am knows all, saw all that was taking place then, just as I do now. I was in control then, and I am in control now. Never doubt this. What occurred that day was the fulfillment of our promise, that those who would have been lost for eternity may have an opportunity for everlasting life. I was the example for you in the flesh, of overcoming sin and death, so that all who choose me could have the way made, the veil torn and access granted to my kingdom. The closer I got to Golgotha's hill, the more I saw the faces of evil on those who continued to shout for my death, believing darkness had won. I could have stopped I could have slayed them all then, but it was not the appointed time. I could do the same now, stop the evil this moment, but too many would be lost. My plan is for the greatest good of all. I have set in order a plan for my creation, a process of enlightenment through continual sanctification, obedience, and discipline, a process to bring each one to the maturity and understanding of knowing the true essence of I am. I am is the source of all things, known and unknown. I am encompasses all things, governs all things, reigns over all things, and is the wellspring from which is gained wisdom that only comes from above, from me. I have made known truth by coming in the flesh, living the perfect example of how you acquire spiritual maturity and are given access to my kingdom, walking in the fullness of your purpose, ruling and reigning with me as you transform into the sons and daughters of the Most High. The quest here for you is awakening to who you are in me, and who I am is in you, for you see, the very essence of I am has been encoded in your DNA, as you journey towards deeper and deeper intimacy with me, walking by faith and not by sight, walking in obedience and surrender to my will. I strip away more and more of the fallen nature in which you reside. As this occurs, in each step you take and every thought taken captive, where darkness has been removed, my light floods in, an activation occurs within your cells, and they become attuned to a higher frequency, more and more in harmony with me. As this progressing work continues, you are made more and more into my likeness, and there must be a response in the natural to the change taking place in the spiritual. For every action there is a reaction, and this is how you shift that which is around you, raising not only awareness in your inner man, but shifting the environment around you as light invades darkness. Hence you can understand my words, on earth as it is in heaven, my perfect design. I speak to you often of kingdom perspective and how absolutely essential it is to mastery here in this life. To be carnally minded is death, to be spiritually minded is life eternal. Achieving mastery is what occurred when I gave my life on the cross of Calvary, willingly laying it down of my own volition. I showed you how to be this extension of our Father, in full surrender, allowing spirit to completely govern flesh, even to the point of physical death, only to rise again so that all would know of the great I am. My resurrection was the evidence of my transcendence, leaving the physical realm to ascend back to my Father, anchoring here in this realm, all that I am, and all that we are as we are one, in order to attain the positions of sons and daughters in my kingdom. This level of maturity must be attained. Those who walk under the fire of my Holy Spirit are granted the access to understanding the wisdom and knowledge, mysteries and deeper things of Yahweh. Keys to unlock mysteries are known, and doors opened that could not be opened unless the illumination of my Spirit resides within. Do you now understand why the indwelling of my Holy Spirit is the only way one can achieve transcendence? It is not sufficient to simply say one believes in me to gain entrance to my kingdom. Salvation is offered to those who believe, yes, but access to my kingdom is reserved for those who come to maturity, those known as overcomers. There is a prize given to those who run towards the higher calling given from their Father, and rewards are given based on spiritual progression and achievement. Do not confuse this with works. Faith without activity manifested is as dead as the carnal mind. but I am speaking to you about rewards given for continual forward active pursuance of my heart and my will. It is then that one is elevated to the positions I have reserved in my kingdom, positions of power and authority as kings and priests to rule and reign as co-heirs. These are those who are hungry for me, hungry to know me intimately, hungry to allow me to completely indwell and transform them, their hearts desire in complete harmony with mine for them, which is me ruling and reigning their heart, and the permission they have granted me to manifest myself in my perfection in and through them here. These are those who desire with all their heart to transcend this reality which is but an illusion, and merge into that which is the source of all, the true reality and the eternal. For you see, what is perceived here from man's perspective as being real, is in essence, not the true reality. This is finite and temporal, with a beginning and an end. My kingdom is eternal, and your perspective in every moment is key to activating the I am within. The more you see from my perspective and not from the limitations here in the temporal and those of your carnal mind, the more you become aware that that which is spiritual is far more influential and real than that which is tangible. When I speak of the narrow way being difficult and the broad way being easy, there are more meanings to this. That which is able to be accessed by the senses, the soul nature, are far more easily accepted and identified with that which is in the unseen. This is because of the veil under which you reside. Satan's plan is to deceive you into believing that what is tangible is real, and those things which you can see, feel, hear, touch are what you are to identify with. This is not my design. I am as within. It is the presence of He who created you in your heart, and the perspective that you belong to me, were made in my image, and are not citizens here. You are here to advance my kingdom, to walk in your full potential, but Satan has created a matrix of illusion that is so persuasive that most cannot see their way out of the illusion, and are therefore succumbing more and more to the darkness. This is why I teach repeatedly, with great urgency, the need to come out of the system, the need to detach yourself from this reality in order that my still small voice can reach your inner spirit man. You cannot find this truth on your own, although Satan has offered many deceptions in every area of your lives in order that you believe what he has offered is truth. As things progress now in these last days, I again warn you to be extremely cautious and diligent, praying for discernment constantly, that you are not deceived, as the battle that it is the cosmos and happening interdimensionally is being brought to the earth. Those who do not come to this awareness of what I am speaking here will know a different reality after I bring my first fruits into complete transcendence and harmony with me. Ahead of those who did not come to this knowing, you are spirit beings in a time, space dimension at a specific and finite point, here to awaken to this fact and act upon it, therefore altering the paradigm collectively. It is by choice that you accept your positions here or choose to be swept away by the illusion and the deception it brings. I have offered for each one to come to the fullness of the knowledge of his, her position here and the purposes ordained, and I have a small remnant who will be my governing body, and they will rule the nations in the age to come, to whom much has been given, much has been required, but the requirements here in this life that one attains, afford that one to mastery in the next age. Great accountability and responsibility belong to those who will reign with me. They will have dominion over people, places and areas of life to teach, keep order, and continually train those who did not previously come to this maturity. I speak to you of these deeper things in my kingdom so that you will know the plans I have for my creation. It is all there in my word, and wisdom is granted to those who seek it. I wish that none would be lost, none would be taken unawares. And so I lovingly teach you my will and my ways. It is always about choice, however, and only those who choose and are in complete alignment with my heart will advance now as I come to gather collectively, for the first time since my ascension, my remnant governing body. There will then be a great work done on the earth. As my kingdom invades through this, my remnant, and my glory is manifested for all to witness. There will be no doubt whatsoever as to who the great I Am is, and that I Am is in complete control. Nothing is out of order. I'm perfect order, and the chaos that occurs just before and as this invasion commences is designed to shake the hearts of those who are lost, in order that they would be saved. So you see, again, as from the world's perspective, It appears hopeless and dark, out of control and devastating. I am is making all things new. I am has a plan to invade the hearts of men in a way that has never been done before. See this from my perspective. I have made a way for even the most distant of souls. I am light, but I also created the darkness. It has a purpose, and all that is upon you will reveal the lateness of the hour and the urgency wherein I speak. To him who has ears to hear, hear what my spirit is saying to you. These mysteries revealed are crucial to your understanding and positioning as these things happen. I am here to counsel you in each step you take. Seek knock and I will come in. I will invade every fiber of your being. There is nothing more important than this right now, nothing. If you only knew how much I love each of you. Yeshua.